Look, we need to talk about something. How many productivity videos did you watch this week? If you're anything like me, you've probably spent more time learning about productivity than actually being productive. We're drowning in morning routines, time blocking templates, and apps that promise to change our lives. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most productivity advice is like collecting gym memberships. Feels good to have, rarely gets used. You know that folder of saved productivity videos? The one with over 200 videos you'll definitely watch later? Yeah, that one. We've created a whole culture around optimizing every second. But somehow, we're more overwhelmed than ever. The irony is beautiful. We consume productivity content like it's Netflix, binging video after video at 2 a.m. when we should be sleeping. But what if I told you that after years of testing every system, app, and framework, only 5 principles actually survived? Not because they're trendy or complex, but because they work with how your brain actually functions, not how you wish it did. These aren't the sexy principles that get millions of views. They're better. They actually work. Chapter 1. Why most systems fail. Let's be honest about why we're here. You've tried the miracle morning routine. Lasted maybe 3 days. You've downloaded the app that promises to 10 times your productivity. It's somewhere on page 4 of your phone. You've even bought that fancy planner. It's under a pile of papers, judging you. Here's what nobody talks about. Most productivity systems fail before they even start. They fail because they're built for robots, not humans. They assume you have infinite willpower, perfect consistency, and 0 bad days. They ignore that you're a biological creature with energy fluctuations, attention limits, and a brain that actively resists change. Think about it. How many times have you created the perfect color-coded schedule, only to abandon it by Tuesday? We create these elaborate systems that would make NASA jealous, then wonder why we can't stick to them. It's like buying a Formula One race car for your daily commute. Impressive, but completely impractical. The truth? Your brain doesn't want another system. It wants simple principles that work with its natural wiring. That's exactly what these 5 principles do. They're not about adding more to your plate. They're about finally clearing it. Chapter 2, Principle 1, the 2-minute rule. But before we dive into the 2-minute rule, this video is sponsored by Notion. Let me share something embarrassing. I used to spend hours reading productivity books about organizing systems I'd never actually implement. Now, I actually have a system that works. And it's all because of Notion AI. Every morning, I open Notion and ask AI to analyze my workspace. What should I focus on today based on my deadlines and notes? In seconds, it pulls from my project docs, meeting notes, even my random 3 a.m. brain dumps. And tells me exactly what matters most. The biggest time saver? AI meeting notes. No more frantically typing while trying to actually listen. Notion AI captures and summarizes everything automatically. No bots in my meetings, just perfect notes waiting for me. And here's the command center for all of this. AI Home. It's like having all your AI tools in one clean dashboard. Want to chat with GPT 4.1 about a project idea? Or maybe get Claude Opus 4's take on your email draft? No juggling between different apps or subscriptions. And when I need to deep dive, research mode is like having a personal analyst. Give it one prompt and it searches your workspace and the web, then creates detailed reports with citations in minutes. Look, Notion AI is the only tool that makes me actually productive, instead of just making me feel productive. Get started with Notion AI at ntn.so/productivepeter. Trust me, future you will thank current you. Now, let's revolutionize your life with the 2-minute rule. Things start to shift right here. What if I told you that 2 minutes could revolutionize your entire life? No, this isn't clickbait. This is neuroscience. The 2-minute rule is stupidly simple. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Period. No negotiations. No, I'll do it later. No, adding it to a list. Just do it. Reply to that text. File that document. Send that email. Make that appointment. Now. But here's the magic. It's not about the 2 minutes. It's about what happens in your brain. Every undone task is like having a browser tab open in your mind. Your brain literally cannot let go of incomplete tasks. It's called the Zeigarnik effect, and it's why you remember the one email you didn't send better than the 50 you did. You know that mental fog you feel by 3 p.m.? That's not tiredness. That's your brain running too many background processes. The 2-minute rule closes those tabs instantly. No more mental RAM being wasted on, I should really, thoughts. Just clean, focused mental space. And yes, future you will stop hating current you quite so much. Chapter 3, The Psychology of Immediate Action. Let's get nerdy for a second. Your brain has this fascinating quirk. It dramatically overestimates how long small tasks take. That email you've been avoiding for a week? Your brain thinks it's a 30-minute ordeal. Reality? 2 minutes, maybe 3, if you type slowly. This miscalculation creates what they call task inflation. The longer you wait, the bigger the task grows in your mind. It's like interest on procrastination debt. That simple, thanks for reaching out, email, becomes this complex thing requiring perfect wording, ideal timing, and possibly a life coach. But when you follow the 2-minute rule, you break the inflation cycle. You realize that 90% of your to-do list is actually 2-minute tasks in disguise. Suddenly, that overwhelming list of 47 things becomes maybe 10 actual projects and 37 quick actions you can knock out during a single coffee break. The real power isn't in the time saved. It's in the mental clarity gained. When you stop carrying around 50 microtasks, you finally have space to think about what actually matters. Chapter 4, Principle 2, Energy-Based Scheduling. Now, we're going to flip everything you know about time management. Ready for this? Time management is dead. Energy management is everything. Here's what productivity gurus won't tell you. You don't have 24 equal hours. You have maybe 2 to 3 hours of peak mental energy, 4 to 5 hours of good energy, and the rest is basically survival mode. Yet we schedule our days like every hour is created equal. We put our hardest tasks at 3 p.m., then wonder why we're staring at the screen like zombies. Think about your yesterday. When did you feel sharp, focused, unstoppable? And when did you feel like your brain was running on dial-up internet? For most people, there's a clear pattern. Maybe you're a morning warrior who can conquer the world before 10 a.m. Or perhaps you're a night owl who comes alive when everyone else is winding down. The principle is simple. Match your hardest tasks to your highest energy. Stop fighting your biology. If you're sharp at 7 a.m., that's when you tackle the complex project. If you're useless after lunch, that's when you do mindless admin. It's not lazy. It's intelligent resource allocation. Chapter 5, Finding Your Power Hours. Let's find your secret weapon. Everyone has what I call power hours, times when your brain fires on all cylinders. The problem? Most people have no idea when theirs are. Here's a simple experiment. For 1 week, rate your energy every hour on a scale of 1 to 10. No judgment, just observation. You'll discover something shocking. Your energy follows patterns more predictable than your favorite TV show. Maybe you're unstoppable from 9 to 11 a.m., completely useless from 1 to 3 p.m., then get a second wind at 4 p.m. Once you know your pattern, that changes the entire game. You stop scheduling important calls during your zombie hours. You stop trying to be creative when your brain can barely remember your password. You start working with your biology instead of despite it. And here's the kicker. When you respect your energy patterns, you actually get more done in less time. That project that usually takes 4 hours of afternoon struggle gets done in 90 focused morning minutes. It's not a miracle. It's just giving your brain what it needs when it needs it. Join our YouTube membership for exclusive perks like early access to scripts, input on future topics about productivity, and connect with a like-minded community that gets it. Click join below and let's build your easier, more intentional life together. Chapter 6, Principle 3, The 3-Priority System. Brace yourself. You can only have 3 priorities per day. 3, not even 5. 3. I can hear your inner protest. But I have so much to do. Of course you do. But here's the brutal truth. When everything is a priority, nothing is. Your brain literally cannot hold more than 3 main objectives without dropping balls. It's not a personal failing. It's cognitive architecture. The 3 priority system works because it forces clarity. Every morning you choose. What 3 things, if completed, would make today a win? Not a perfect day. A win. Maybe it's finishing that presentation, having that difficult conversation, and processing your inbox. That's it. Everything else? Bonus points. But what about the other 44 things on my list? They wait. And something amazing happens. When you focus on 3, you actually complete them. When you focus on 30, you half finish everything and complete nothing. 3 done beats 30 started. Every single time. Chapter 7. The Art of Saying No. This is where people mess up the 3 priority system. They pick their 3 priorities, then say yes to 17 other things throughout the day. It's like being on a diet but saying yes to every slice of cake. Technically, you're following the system, but you're sabotaging the results. Here's the thing about saying no. It's not mean. It's mathematics. Every yes to something small is a no to something important. That quick meeting that derails your morning, that's a no to your first priority. That urgent request that isn't actually urgent, that's a no to focused work. But I feel guilty. Of course you do. We're trained to be helpful, but being helpful to everyone means being helpful to no one, including yourself. The 3 priority system only works if you protect it, like a security guard protects a bank vault. Try this. Not right now, but I can help you tomorrow. Or, I'm in the middle of something. Can we talk at 3? Most urgent requests magically become less urgent when people have to wait. And your priorities? They actually get done. Chapter 8. Principle 4. Brain dump everything. Your brain is terrible at being a hard drive. Like, historically awful. Yet we use it to store everything. Grocery lists, project ideas, that thing we need to tell someone. The book recommendation from 3 weeks ago. Then we wonder why we feel mentally exhausted. Enter Principle 4. Write everything down. Not in some complex system with tags and categories. Just write it down. Anywhere. Notes app, paper, voice memo. Doesn't matter. What matters is getting it out of your head. Remember the Zeigarnik effect from earlier? Your brain treats unwritten thoughts like unfinished tasks. It keeps pinging you about them, using valuable mental energy to make sure you don't forget. But the second you write something down, your brain releases it. It's like giving your brain permission to forget. Try this right now. Take 2 minutes and write down everything floating in your head. Everything. That dental appointment, the gift idea, the random project thought. Feel that? That's your brain saying thank you, as it frees up RAM for actual thinking. Chapter 9. Principle 5. Parkinson's Law Exploitation. This principle will break your brain. Work expands to fill the time you give it. Give a task 8 hours. It'll take 8 hours. Give the same task 2 hours. Somehow, surprisingly, it takes 2 hours. This is Parkinson's law, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Think about packing for a trip. Give yourself a week. You'll spend a week thinking about what to pack. Give yourself 30 minutes before the Uber arrives. You'll pack everything you need in 25 minutes and still have time to check the stove. The exploitation part? Start giving yourself ridiculously short deadlines. That report you think needs 4 hours. Give yourself 90 minutes. That email you've been crafting for days? 15 minutes max. You'll be shocked at how your brain suddenly finds efficiency. It didn't know it had. But won't the quality suffer? Here's the counterintuitive truth. Constraints create clarity. When you have unlimited time, you overthink, over-edit, over everything. When you have limited time, you focus on what actually matters. The result? Often better than the over-polished version. Chapter 10. The Integration Effect. Now here's where these principles become truly powerful. They're not meant to work alone. They're designed to multiply each other. It's like cooking. Salt is good, pepper is good. But together, they transform the entire dish. Watch how they connect. You use the 2-minute rule to clear mental clutter. This frees up energy for your power hours. During those power hours, you focus on your 3 priorities. You protect this time by saying no to distractions. You brain dump everything else so it doesn't interrupt your flow. And you use Parkinson's law to ensure you actually finish instead of perfecting forever. It's a productivity ecosystem. Each principle supports and strengthens the others. The person who just uses the 2-minute rule gets maybe 20% improvement. The person who uses all 5, they become unstoppable. But here's the best part. You don't need to be perfect. Even using these principles 70% of the time puts you ahead of 95% of people. Because while everyone else is searching for the perfect system, you're actually getting things done. So, what now? Knowledge without action is just entertainment. And we've had enough productivity entertainment for one lifetime. Here's your 48-hour challenge. Tomorrow morning, implement the 2-minute rule for just 1 hour. Set a timer. Any task that pops up, email, message, small to do. If it's under 2 minutes, do it immediately. You'll be shocked at how much you clear. Day 2. Identify your power hours. Track your energy every 2 hours. Rate it 1 to 10. No judgment, just data. By end of day, you'll see your pattern. Then pick your 3 priorities for day 3. Actually write them down. Not in your head. On paper where they become real. Here's my promise. If you use even 3 of these principles for 1 week, you'll get more done than you have in the last month. Not because you're working harder, because you're finally working with your brain instead of against it. The productivity industry wants to sell you complexity. But you don't need it. You need 5 principles that actually work. You've got them now. The only question left is, what will you do with all the time and energy you're about to reclaim? And hey, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Also, let me know your thoughts on what I just shared. Oh, and there's more. I've just started a Patreon to help support these videos and connect with you more directly. Check out the link in the description if you'd like to join.